The rumor was that there was a comedian from the Hollywood Improv that was going to headline the show. And Marcos got
Do you
here.
know where that started?
It was me.
I texted Anthony. I go, yo, who's...
Was that part true?
no.
There was an unannounced.
Oh, it wasn't
right?
even.
It was it was an unannounced special headliner that no one knew, and I knew who it was. It was some dude.
And Greg had toured with some bigger name comics.
Yes.
So the perception would then be that he would have had access to.
Here's how it played out with Anthony, because I showed up hella late. I had no idea who Greg Tolman was. I have no idea who he. But I know him now. He's a great guy. And Anthony, I go, yo, like, it was a packed house. It was sold out. I didn't know who Greg was. Didn't know what industry he was in. But I go up to Anthony and go, yo, who's this guy, Greg Tolman? And he goes, he opened for Daniel Tosh. He's open for Nick Swartzen.
Greg Giraldo.
He's open for Greg Giraldo. Just like these like huge theater name comics who, if they were still around today doing shit, they'd be in arenas. And I go, that's crazy. And then he goes, yeah, there's supposed to be a special headliner, and it's Bobby Lee. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
And I'm such a great friend. I'm a great friend to my other friends. And I called Julian Nieto.
Which is, by the way, the juxtaposition. The more he highlights what a great friend he is, the more he's also saying what a crappy friend you are for doing this.
I'm a great friend. I'm a great friend. So I know my friend loves Bobby Lee. He loves Bobby Lee. They had like a mutual thing, and then he's just a huge fan of Bobby Lee.
Oh, you told
And my friend wasn't there. He lives on the north. What would you call it?
Like Oildale.
Not even.
At that point, he lived in Oildale.
No, he was with his parents.
Yeah, he lived over by Rosedale.
Northwest. Like, he lives almost in Shafter.
Yeah.
Bakersfield.
He wasn't even at Oildale yet. He was still with his parents. That's
I knew who he was. And I called him. I go, dog, you're not. And I wasn't supposed to tell anybody.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a secret. It's supposed to be a secret.
It's supposed to be a secret. You're not supposed to tell nobody. I go, I'm not going to tell nobody.
You're pulling out your phone calling Julian.
I walk outside and I can't. I'm like, I'm so new into comedy. The club's still brand new. So I'm still like, I'm flabbergasted. I can't believe it. I'm like, how in the world did we get Bobby Lee in Bakersfield? That's crazy.
Oh.
So I called Julian.
Bobby, if you're watching this, please return my email.
I called Julian, and I'm like, hey, man, I'm not supposed to tell anybody. But I knew I had to tell you. It's like Bobby Lee is about to headline the Well Comedy Club in like 20 minutes. Julian lives 25 minutes away. Julian gets in his car. He gets here in 10 minutes. Speeding through everything. I woke him up.
He was in bed.
I woke him up.
He was
bed
in
next to his
PJs.
girl.
Yeah.
I woke him up, and he was like, bet I'll be there right now. Got here in 10 minutes.
Didn't I end up a patsy in this too? Didn't somebody ask me like, was it you?
I came up to you and go, yo, Bobby Lee's in the green room.
And I told you before. I'm like, I was like, yeah, tell him like it's Bobby. I
don't think I even said Bobby Lee. I think you said.
He said.
Oh yeah, I said, hey,
Marco says or like if he comes to ask you, just agree.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was signing up for.
Yeah.
So you were like, dude, is it true? I go, what? You go, the special guest. I'm like, dude, it's true. And then he gets on the phone.
Oh, you guys are so
I have no idea.
mean.
he didn't know.
Even better. I'm because how the club's set up. I'm walking. I don't want to be rude and go into the green room. But I'm like walking. I'm pacing a little bit.
No.
Making up reasons to come to the side of the.
There was a lot of groupies around, so
Yes.
you can kind of see that there was like an Asian person in here, and I was like, "That's him over
They
there."
had a haircut. They had the same glasses that Bobby Lee would wear, like
colored lenses.
Colored lenses, like aviators. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, I was like, oh my god.
This person just happened to
Wasn't
have
it a chick?
everything that
Yes.
Bobby Lee would have.
I was like, no way. And I'm walking out, and there's people that I know who are getting up and leaving the show. Almost to the point. There's people I know. They're leaving. They're leaving.
Idiots.
They're leaving. And in my head, I'm like, these guys are dumb. These guys have no idea what's about to happen, and they're leaving? You are out of your mind. I almost wanted to tell them, like, you shouldn't leave. You might want to go back in there and just hang out for the special guest. And Julian gets here, and then I'm hanging out outside because I didn't know who the guy was, who was currently on stage. And then a all black Ford Expedition pulls up, and it has like that little. Whenever someone hires a driver, they have like a little number on the side of the truck and on the tailgate saying like what lot number it is or what truck vehicle it is. And it's blacked out. You can't even see the inside, and it stops right in front of the door, and it sits there. And I'm like, no freaking way. Bobby Lee's going from the green room, jumped in his truck, came to the front. He's going to walk in through the front door, and I'm standing right here in the front door, and he's going to walk right by me before he goes on stage. I was like, this is fucking crazy. This is crazy. And I go back inside. I go to Julian. I go, dude, we got to go inside. I can't be out here for this. I'm going to fangirl out. I was like, this is crazy. So I go. We stand in the back of the club, and they go, and Greg is on stage. And he goes, thank you guys. That's my time. And we got one more comic left. They're a very special guest. Man, I love this guy. He performs at the Comedy Store, Hollywood Improv regular. Everybody give it up for Brian Schwartz.
Brian Monarch.
Brian Monarch. And I'm just
Who
sitting there.
gives a shit?
And I'm just sitting there.
This is some white dude.
What did Julian say or do when he heard that?
I just started dying laughing, and I think
We fell on the floor.
Yeah.
Actually, on the ground during the show.
We were on the ground, dying laughing. There was a guy
in
driving wheels in a wheelchair.
He's going around you.
Anthony's trying to get by, and Anthony's in his damn way. He can't move. We're dying, and then Julian looks at me and goes, "You called me all this way." And Julian was like, "Are you pranking me right now?" I go, I swear I thought it was Bobby Lee. I swear I thought it was Bobby Lee, dude. I swear to God. I thought it was Bobby Lee. Anthony told me Bobby Lee was here. And I walked with Julian to come right here by the green room. And I'm like, look, I thought it was him right there. And it was a girl walked out wearing, an Asian woman walked out. Fat Asian woman, glasses and everything. I go, I was bamboozled. I got.
Oh.
I remember Julian looking at me like, dog, like, are you kidding?
He's like, I got out of bed for my girl with this.